Alright, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrell Banks back with another one today on NOA. I first want to show you guys my new logo. I'm super excited about it. It took me like 4 or 5 hours to do yesterday because of a lot of different things, and I'm trying to get it so that I can edit it into videos as a 3D image and a bunch of other things. But off the topic of the logo, today I was gonna come to you guys and tell you that I had ended up blowing the account, and so to get back to where I was started, I need to refill my trading account and I need to start trading, get back on back testing, and get this information to you guys, right? And so what I want to do is I want to show you guys what a broker is, show you my broker and one that I'm thinking about switching to, show you the process of creating a broker account, and then also show you guys how to put money into your account using Bitcoin. And then once we get through all that, then I'm going to jump back and show you how to get on the MQL5. And once all that's done, then I'm going to end this video and I'm going to go and do some back testing so that we could get another as real as possible video out. And once I have that money uploaded to my account, I'll put out my live trade and I'll start screen recording so you can see the trade in progress, right? So how to choose a broker. So choosing a Forex broker will be the first crucial decision you'll ever make as a new trader. This is why you should always perform your due diligence. Dealing desk broker, Forex, or dealing desk Forex broker, non-dealing desk Forex broker, market maker Forex broker. These are all different types of brokers, and genuinely, it really does. I guess you should learn about this. This is information I personally don't know all that well, but I have a broker I already trade, and I like my broker. The rules that I have to follow are cool, so I'm not too worried about finding a new one and what this information may all mean. But I do think it is important to know. So there's a lot of technical jargon that is used when describing Forex brokers. Some of what you hear or hear about are probably outdated, inaccurate, and even misleading. For example, you may have read that Forex brokers come in two types, shady and non-shady. And personally, I don't think that's true. They come in regulated and non-regulated. And when they're non-regulated, they can be shady and they can do things that typically would not be legal, but they're not regulated, so they have the right to do so. It may not be fair deal and fair trade, but it's part of the practice. Learn what you need to. You may have read that retail Forex brokers come in two types, dealing desk brokers, non-dealing desk brokers. And here's a diagram. But wait, that's not all. The two types didn't seem to be enough for the marketing folks from the retail Forex industry. So they decided to use acronyms in an attempt to differentiate Forex brokers even further and make them sound fancy. Dealing desk brokers, market maker brokers. No dealing desk brokers, straight through process brokers, STP brokers, electronic communication network, straight through processing brokers, direct market access, and straight through processing brokers. And so you can see this diagram and how impressive these different diagrams are. But apparently it's false. And so here's how it actually looks. Retail Forex brokers are market maker dealers. And so I'm going to skip a little bit of information and jump to this part where it says there are no retail Forex brokers. Calling a Forex broker a broker is a misnomer, apparently, which is defined as a wrong or inaccurate name or definition. If a Forex broker isn't really a broker, then what is it? Well, it's complicated. But have no fear, our goal is to help you learn and understand what they actually are. So I guess there's another slide we have to go to and continue reading on to figure out what a broker is, but at the end of the day, apparently our Forex brokers aren't brokers. So when I show you Hugo's Way and KOT Forex, just know they aren't brokers, they are something. Using a story, let's learn how Forex brokers work. Once upon a time, two frenemies, Batman and Spider-Man, were hanging out. They were lounging on the couch watching a movie, Justice League, the Snyder's Cut, but after a couple of hours, their attention span started to drift. Even Batman began to get annoyed at watching himself as a character on screen constantly growled in a low, deep voice due to his bitterness of not having innate superpowers like the other. Batman is really one of the hardest superheroes, let's be real. He ain't got no superpowers, he got straight hands, and he will really work you. So, all of a sudden, Spider-Man jumped to his feet with excitement and shouts, "Hey Bruce, call me Batman." Well, Bruce says, "Call me Batman." "Whatever, Bruce. Anyways, I have a fun idea." "Ooh, I like fun. What is it?" "Let's play a guessing game on whether the price of something will go up or down." "A guessing game? You spiders are too clever." "Dude, I'm not a spider. I just acquired spider-related abilities after a bite from a radioactive spider." And I'm going to just skip this because obviously this isn't very useful. Because I want to just get to the answer so we can skip to some of the more good stuff. Oh my gosh. Actually, apparently I got to go through all this, so... a guessing game. You spiders are so clever. Dude, I'm not a spider. I just acquired spider-like abilities after a bite from a radioactive spider. There's a difference. Just because I wear a spandex suit with a spider symbol doesn't mean I'm actually a spider. Sure, whatever. My Batman suit is still better at... Okay, I'm not talking about some nipples. The game works like this. Try to guess if GBP USD exchange rate will go up or down. Let's say the current exchange rate is 1.4000. Do you think it will go up or down? Batman doesn't trust spiders. He unlocks his bat phone and looks at the current GBP USD exchange rate on Google and confirms that it is 1.4000. He wants to make sure the spider isn't just pulling numbers out of his spider butt. "I think it will go up." "Oh, really? Well, let's make a bet then." "What kind of bet?" "GBP USD goes up. I'll pay you the difference between the price now and whatever the price is when you decide to close the bet. But if GBP USD goes down, you'll pay me the difference. Payouts will be in cash, and you will also close the bet whenever you can close the bet whenever you want. What do you say?" "Let's do it. I'll take the bet." Batman is now long for GBP USD at 1.400, which means that a 1 pip move equals approximately 100th or 1,000th of a cent. 1 hour goes by, and Spider-Man mentions to Batman that GBP USD has risen to 1.4100, which it has gone up 100 pips. "Yo, Dark Knight, the exchange rate has gone up 100 pips. Batman checks his bat phone, and lo and behold, GU has gone up to 1.4100. Not sure how long this price will hold, but I'm out. Let's close the bet. At the start of the bet, GU was at 1.400, and at the end of the bet, GU was at 1.41,000. Yeah, so the difference is 1 cent, or at the beginning of the bet, the price of GU was at 1.4000. At the end of the bet, GU was at 1.41000. So the difference is 1 cent. Gosh darn it, my spidey sense didn't work on the Forex market. Looks like I lost. Your payout is 1 cent. Right, so ultimately, like, you see Batman talking about the exchange rate and how they're trading, and so this is a pretty much simulation of what the Forex market is actually doing and what brokers are allowing you to do. But I want to keep going and figure out where does it actually talk about what the actual answer to what it is, since it isn't a broker. Okay, so this story provides a lot of hints on how trading with a retail Forex broker works. And that, in case it wasn't obvious, Batman is you, the trader, while Spider-Man is the Forex broker. Notice how Spider-Man or Batman didn't actually own British pounds. No actual quids were ever exchanged. They were simply making dollar-denominated bets based on price fluctuations of GU. With retail Forex trading, you don't take ownership of the currencies. You're basically making a bet with your Forex broker on whether the price of a currency will rise or fall. By the way, cool thing, as a trader, you are betting. You are a bettor, you are gambling, and so to be a good trader, you have to be a calculated gambler. But at the end of the day, you are a gambler. You cannot fight that fact just based off this information. The payout is the difference between the price when the bet was made and when the bet was closed. Either you or the broker will have to pay the difference depending on who ends up wrong. The risk here for you is that the Forex broker defaults or doesn't have the money to pay out any profits you made. Let's return to the story and see how this could happen. The next day, Batman and Spider-Man meet up for breakfast. After finishing their avocado toast topped with chopped... Okay, I'm going to skip this one and jump here. Batman looks up and sees nothing. When he looks back, he discovers that Spider-Man is gone. In this scenario, the house went bust. Spider-Man took the opposite of Batman's bet, but didn't have the capital to fulfill his obligation of Batman. This is known as counterparty risk credit. Can the other party of a transaction pay? When you open a trade with your Forex broker, and you and the broker become counterparties of the trade. Just like Spider-Man, the broker takes the opposite of your bet. Are you sure it's able to fulfill your obligation to you? While your broker, make sure that you can pay it if it wins and you lose. It also is important that you make sure that your broker can pay up if you win and it loses. Spider-Man is also vanished without returning the $200 that was used as collateral to Batman, also ended losing all of the funds he gave to Ant-Man. Spider-Man jumped away with Batman's money, never to be seen again until his next movie. Legitimate Forex brokers would prefer to stay in business rather than go bust or disappear with your funds. Forex brokers, excuse me. Unlike shady Spider-Man, they do have ways to manage this risk. In a later lesson, we're going to look under the hood and explain what actually happens when a Forex broker executes your orders. You'll learn how Forex brokers manage their risk so they don't go bust. But this is just one of several things to carefully consider when choosing a Forex broker. In order to properly evaluate Forex brokers, it's important to know how typical retail Forex broker operates. So here's what we'll cover. Who are you trading with? Unlike Batman in the story above, you're not going to know who you're trading with. And even if you did, that doesn't mean you should blindly trust them. Even Batman was duped by a fellow superhero who's supposedly a good guy. Your Forex broker is a faceless corporate entity that requires you to send it money so that you can trade with it. Are you sure they are who they say they are? Is it a legitimate company that really provides Forex trading services, or is it a fake broker? How do you know the company won't just take your money and disappear? Who are you really trading with? Is it a reputable broker? What are you actually trading? Notice how Spider-Man or Batman didn't actually own any British pounds. No actual pounds were ever exchanged. They were simply trading or simply making dollar-denominated bets on the price fluctuations of GU. So, if you're not actually buying or selling, what are you trading? What are you actually trading? Whoa. Notice how Spider-Man created a market to bet on the price of the direction of GU for Batman with just his imagination? Did you also notice how there were only two parties involved? Whenever Batman made a bet, Spider-Man did not go into the market and search for another person to make the opposite side of the bet. As long as you both agreed on the terms, real bets were made and expected to be honored. Nobody else was involved. So if you're not trading in the market, where are you trading? How do Forex brokers manage their risk? During the last bet made between Spider-Man and Superman, notice how the price of GU moved unfavorably against Spider-Man and he ended up not having the money to pay. Because Spider-Man is the sole person taking the opposite side of Batman's bet, Batman should have made sure that Spider-Man would be good for the money. The same concern would be made to the retail Forex brokers since they operate in a similar fashion. So if your Forex broker is also always taking opposite sides of your trades, how does it avoid going bust, taking your money down with it? Are the prices that your Forex broker quotes you fair? Notice how Spider-Man can quote any price he wants. Fortunately, Batman was smart enough to use his bat phone reference. Okay, so pretty much this is just lining up more and more questions, and so ultimately I realized that it never actually answered what the Forex broker is. Okay, so I think I finally just found the answer, so we can jump to here. In order to trade, you will need a trading account with a provider of an online foreign exchange trading or CDF trading services, more commonly known as retail forex brokers or CDF providers. So we're not actually trading with brokers, we're trading with foreign exchange trading services, a provider of I don't know where the CDF comes from. Anyways, forex brokers. In order to trade forex, you will need a trading account with a provider of online foreign exchange trading or CDF trading services, more commonly known as retail forex traders or CFD providers. When you open a trading account with this company, you will need to deposit money to the account so you can trade. Are you sure you can trust this broker? Unfortunately, not all brokers are trustworthy and honest and trustworthy. A big issue with retail forex trading industry is a lack of transparency and unclear regulatory structures with insufficient oversight. Due to its decentralized and global nature, the forex market is less regulated than any other financial market, making it more prone to fraud. So be careful. And with the rise of the internet-based trading platforms since the early 2000s, forex trading has become more accessible and popular among retail traders across the world. This explosion of noob traders, fresh meat, creates more opportunities for dubious behavior by shady brokers, like fraudulent schemes and order manipulation, refusal to pay out for wins, and preventing account holders from withdrawing their funds. In the past, many brokers my mouth is dry. In the past, many forex brokers were unregulated, which means that these brokers were not operating under the supervision of a governing body whose role is supposed to protect traders from being fleeced. So if you're being scammed, there's no hope for any legal recourse. Your money is gone. So pretty much, there's regulated brokers, unregulated brokers, and these are people who create a market for you to come and trade based on the price of what is happening in the forex markets. So technically, I guess, from what this is saying, we're not actually trading in the forex market. There's people who create their own markets and have enough money bound up for you to trade with them, and they make trades against you in the actual forex market, which seems pretty interesting and cool. But here's just more information. So I'm going to jump from this. So I'm going to show you guys two different brokers. Here's one. This is Hugo's Way FX. This is the main broker that I use currently. And so this is an ENC broker. It has Forex, cryptos, crypto crosses, indices, commodities. You can trade Bitcoin, I already said cryptos on here. You can trade indices, commodities, and I don't know why I feel as if there's something else. Oh, you could trade exotics as well. I really like this trade platform. It has very small spreads. It has really quick deposits, withdrawals, and a really simple interface. The support system or customer support is really good, really easy, and really quick. They get back to you really fast. They help you really easy, and they're really accommodating too. So I really enjoy this broker. And if we jump over to my account, I'm going to show you just a little run through. I have the screen a little bit too small, but here you can see on the left side of the screen, you have the dashboard, my accounts, deposit funds, internal transfer, withdraw, refer a friend, documents, notification settings, and log out. In each one of these sections, there's a couple different things that you can do and go to, but from the dashboard, you can see that you have a link to all of these different sections and wallets that show how much funds and withdrawals are happening in there right now. So in my accounts, currently I have two. This is an account that I blew a while back. I want to say probably about a year ago now. And this account is one that I didn't even know I had. But really quick, I am going to create a new account right now. I'm going to create an ENC account with the USD currency, and I'm gonna make my leverage 1 to 500. Realistically, I don't need it that high, but I'm gonna do it to be able to leverage it in the way I want. And so now that I have this account created, it'll bring me back to this screen. Okay, never mind. I don't know why it didn't take me back to this screen I was expecting here. But here's my new account. I can go into here. I can find what I need to plug into MetaTrader 4 to sign in. And then if I go to the action slide, I can click that and I can go and find the password I need to also put into Hugo's Way so that I can be able to trade with this. And so this is going to be the new account I use for my MQL5 going forward, since I'm about to put more money in my account. And then we can see my trade history from today specifically on to ever. And I want you guys to be able to see the consistency, the growth, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything before any video. I'm going to show you what trades I took, how long it took, screenshots of profit loss, and then you'll know everything that's happened. But now jumping over to another broker, here's KOT4X. This is one that my mentor and a lot of my friends use, but I personally have not. They say it's really good, and from the interface that it has, it's really clean, it's really sleek. It has better spreads than Bitcoin and cryptos does on Hugo's Way. So if you're a crypto trader or want to learn about trading crypto, going to KOT would be a really good thing. Also, it has really small spreads on a bunch of other things as well, but you can see here it has $7 commissions per lot, and I believe that's standard, but I don't know. And then it also has 4 different account types: the standard, pro, var, and mini pairs. And each one of those have different things you can pair or trade, With the standard pairs, you can go and trade all Forex pairs, indices, commodities, metals, and cryptos. With the pro, you can only go Forex pairs and gold and down the line. But now that we have all those, I have gotten onto my account. I've made this. I'm going to show you a little bit more of the Hugo's Way interface really quick, so that you can kind of see what's going to happen. And then I'm going to actually start a real withdrawal, and I'm actually going to need to go and grab my other phone. But so now I'm going to make a deposit of Bitcoin for, I'm going to go 200. Yeah, I'm going to put a $200 account up. And so when you do that, then it's going to give you this code that you need to take and put into your Bitcoin address. I do it through Cash App so that it's super easy, super quick. And so I'm going to get that process started on my phone now. All right, so I got my other phone. Let's start the screen recording. All right, cool. So on my other phone, I want to go to Cash App, and I want to buy $200 worth of Bitcoin. Let my Face ID go through. And now that it's bought, what I want to do is I want to take this code. Yep, okay, cool. So I want to take this Bitcoin address that it gave me, and since I'm on my MacBook, I'm actually just gonna text this. Oh, I need to blur this out. But I'm gonna text this to myself just so it's super easy. And what I'm gonna do on my phone is I'm gonna go copy that, if it'll let me. Okay, actually got to open up my messages, but I'm going to copy the code they sent me, or the Bitcoin wallet they sent me, go back to Cash App and put in the amount of Bitcoin they told me to send. So that would be 0.00428687. And I guess I don't have enough just because of the fees. So I'll just go 0.42 and paste the Bitcoin address they gave me. Let my Face ID go through, and I will not do either. I'll just let this go through as it needs to, and boom. So now, right now, you can see my Bitcoin amount is now 13 cents. Ooh, I should end this fade. Okay, cool. Screen recording ended. But now I've sent the money to this Bitcoin address as it's needed to be. And so I can go back to Hugo's Web. And from here, you can see it says waiting approval. Now that it's waiting approval, I'm just gonna wait for the money to get deposited to Hugo's, and then you'll see it pops up in the wallet up here. From there, I can go to internal transfer and select wallet to MetaTrader from my USD wallet, because that's where I had the money sent. And then I can choose which account I want it to go into, and it will go into this account. And then I will type in 200 when the money's there, and I can transfer it into my account. On the flip side, if I want to, withdraw, I can do the same process from here. And then, just so you know, if you want to follow my footsteps and come make a Hugo's Way account, once you get your account set up, you're going to have to come here and you're going to have to upload documents. So they want a proof of ID and a proof of address just to know who you are. And I think when I did it, I had to put up my birth certificate possibly, but I don't think they're doing that now. So that's pretty much Hugo's Way, everything that's going on, and that's me creating my account. I'll show you guys how to get on the MQL5 once the money's in my account and like I've deposited and everything. But now I want to hop over finally to the best part of the day. I'm going to hop on TradingView and get a little bit of back testing done, because I've talked about brokers. I've gone on broker accounts. I've shown you how to make a broker account, how to navigate Hugo's Way. I've shown you how to make an account and sign in. I've given you all the sauce to really get out here and trade, but I haven't done no trading today. So you feel me? I want to make sure you guys are getting the information, seeing what you need to see and what you want to see, and you can enjoy yourself, Also, really quick, I'm going to stop this screen recording and start back up.